yeah. Got some weed, got some pills.
Like the real reason how I got my name was from, you remember ATL? It was a scene at ATL when Big Boy was dropping off Ant, and then T.I. came out the house and he was like all mad and shit. And then Big Boy, he had said something, he was like, "Hey, little big brother." And then I always liked that for some reason. So when I was trying to get rid of my old rap name, I was trying to think of a new one, and that popped in my head. I was like, "Little Big Brother," I like that. And then the other reason why I call myself that, cause I feel like I'm everyone's little big brother. Like, I'm 23. I hang out with like not a lot of young cats, but I'm kind of like the older one in the crew. But I'm usually the smallest, and that's like the way with my family too. Like, my little brothers and sisters are like taller than me. Yeah, that's little big brother. I am little big brother.
What made you start?
Rapping. Started in high school. I was friends with these two dudes that rap. One was named Felix, this other dude named Marcus. And like back then I wasn't on no rapping shit. Like, I always wanted to be like some CEO type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had started this little rap group. It was called Dreamers Music Group. And our school had like a studio and whatever. And like during lunchtime or like after school, we had like rent out the studio and just go record. And just being around them just made me like catch the bug a little bit. I like wanted to record, but I never like actually stepped into the booth till like my freshman year, like college. Cause it was like basically like the same situation. I was hanging around a bunch of people who was doing music, who was doing art and a bunch of stuff.
How do you feel like being from DC influences your music?
Influences everything about my music. Like, if you listen to my music, just that bounce, like that bounce in it. I feel like everyone from the DMV has that bounce in them, just from that go-go shit. Just even if you wasn't a real big go-go head, you heard it and you know that bounce. You got that bounce in you, like when you hear that beat. And like all my songs have to have that certain bounce. I can't describe the bounce. You just feel it. Like, I guess I really say it's a DMV thing. It's a DC thing. Like, you feel that bounce in the beat, and all my music has to have that bounce. And I get that bounce just from being from here.
Yeah. How do you feel about the gentrification in the city now?
It's like 50-50. Because on one side, like, the shit that they're building is tight.
Yeah.
Like, like, all these apartments, these condos, these fucking vegan shits, all that shit. It's cool. It looks nice. It's bringing jobs. It's bringing money. But at the same time, it's like slowly taken away from the culture that we like grew up with. Yeah. Like, I remember, this is last summer. It was like last summer. I was around my man's way around. We was around Certain Quarters. They was having this fucking, you know how they be having the movies and shit outside now. In the middle of Certain Quarters, you got a whole crowd of white people. They was watching the Lego movie. A big ass group of white people in the middle of Certain Quarters was watching the Lego movie. Like, 5 years ago, that shit would never went down. Like, nah, like, it's so crazy. But yeah, man, they just moving niggas out their cribs. Like, I feel like if they're gonna tear down the buildings, they should at least give the people who live there like at least like a first dibs on moving into the new spaces or some type of like discount or whatever. But they're not doing that, and that's the fucked up shit about it. Like, yeah. So it's 50-50. One day, everyone was just at this dude's house, and they were working on this track, and I was the only one who didn't rap. They was like, "Bro, you gotta get on the song. Everybody else in the house is on the song. You gotta get on. You gotta say something." So I was like, alright, I just got on to say something. And that whole process of like recording the song and playing it back and like hearing it with your mans again turned, I like really fucked with that. And like ever since then, when I came back from college, I only did like a year. When I came back that summer, I started doing it on my own. And it just stuck after that.
When did you start taking it serious?
Probably about the time when I changed my name to Lulbigbrother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say my old rap name.
Ah.
I had this old rap name, and I dropped like 2 tapes under that name, and it was alright. to me it was some shit, but to people who ain't never heard me rap before, they was just like bigging me up and like slicing my head. So I was like, all right, I might actually like start fucking with this. And then I think after my first like real show that I had, I think after that I changed my name to Lulbigbrother, and that's when, what was the first song I dropped? I think me and Napa did a song. That was like my first song under my name, Lulbigbrother. And then ever since that song, like shit's just been like slowly progressing. So that's when I started taking it like a little bit more serious. So that was probably like a year and a half, like 2 years ago.
Where do you draw inspiration from when you go into the booth to make a song? Do you write your music?
I do, yeah, right. I can't freestyle for shit. I don't know. It all depends on what I'm feeling. Like whatever topic I'm trying to talk about or whatever I went through. A lot of my music is just based off like feeling.
What were you going through before Break It Up?
Honestly, like how I look at Break It Up, that was like my in my bag moment, because I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm like the best, but I feel like last year I did a lot of shit and I made like a couple moves. So when I was writing that song, I was like, you know what, like I've been putting on for this DC shit for a minute, and niggas is about to know. Like I'm about to break it up. Like all this shit niggas is doing, fuck all that, breaking all of it up. Break everything up.
Hey, I'm about to break it off. I'm about to break it off. I'm about to break it up. I'm about to break it off. That's when I go on my bag. Yeah. Yo, when I shake it up. Hey, faking like Dooley don't crank. Who said that Dooley don't crank? Been putting on for the city. Yeah, go get a job at the bank. Hey, these niggas be biting. That's pitiful.
How did the remix with Internet James come about?
Honestly, I just asked him. I knew he liked the song already, and I seen him a couple times, and we talked like here and there, not too much though, but I knew he liked the song, and I always paid attention to what he's been doing, and I like respect the moves that he's been making, so it made sense from like a business standpoint, and I like his music, and he liked the song, so I was like, bro, you trying to hop on this remix? He was like, yeah.
Who does the creative direction for your covers?
Whoever got some dope shit. I wish I had one specific person to do that shit, but nah, I really just be searching on Twitter like for like tight artists, and if I see something I like, I'll probably hit them up like, yo, you trying to do some covers for me? But yeah, I don't have a set person.
What's your favorite song you've ever done?
Probably Swag Surf.
Did the numbers?
Yeah, that was. But back to when you said when I started taking it serious, right around that time too.
Okay.
Cause that was like shortly after the name change and everything too. Like that song, and I started seeing the reaction that people had to that song. I was like, all right, niggas is just like fucking with me. So I need to like really take this a little bit more serious. Cause that, I was dabbling with music. I was like, yeah. But that's my favorite song just because that song represents everything I'm about. It has the go-go, you got the go-go section and the yeah. That whole song was inspired by the Reaction junk, because Reaction is one of my favorite go-go bands.
Really?
Yeah, I think I was listening to the Swag Surf junk. And then I was like, yeah, I want to sample this, like, but in my own way. Yeah, that's my favorite song.
This polo on my body, bad bitch, she drinking sake with my head down, look like Tarzan, about to beat it like I'm Rocky, and I swear, 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 I swear.
Who were some of your favorite artists growing up?
Growing up. From my what age are we thinking?
As far as you can remember
I went
back.
through phases. I went through a lot of music phases. When I was like younger, It was basically like whatever my mom and like dad was playing in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom listened to a lot of fucking Kelly Price. She listened to a lot of Lauryn Hill. She listened to a lot of Biggie.
So did my mom.
Like Warning is my mom's favorite Biggie song. That's how I ended up learning that whole song just off of her. My dad was weird as fuck. He doesn't listen to rap at all, but he sells coke and all that dumb shit. It's so weird. He only listens to rock music. And he put me on to like Linkin Park and fucking all that other shit. Then when I got like a little bit older and started finding music for myself, I was into Wayne heavy. Wayne's my favorite rapper.
Mm.
And I was into Wayne, Gucci, New Impressions, Reaction, and Aaliyah, and Kid Cudi.
What do you want people to get from your music when they listen to it?
I just want you to feel good. I just want to bring you into my world. Like I want you to like see through the eyes of an average nigga from DC and understand our culture, cause niggas be biting. And I want y'all to get I want niggas to get the culture from a person that's really from the city. So a lot of niggas be taking our shit and taking it back to whatever state they from and try to act like it's theirs. Nah.
Give me an example.
Man, like, a lot of niggas are starting to say boof and shit now. And niggas are starting saying goop, like we smoking goop, not knowing that goop is not something you should be smoking. It's fucking PCP. Niggas just be off that dumb shit. I'm like, bro. But I care, man. I care about all of us.
Just for everyone's well-being?
Yeah, man. I care. Like, I care about this music shit. I care about spreading the culture. That's basically it, man. I want niggas to, like, random people from, like, Nebraska or, like, North Dakota. You know how people be whipping and nay and all that stuff? I want people out there, like, to start beating their feet, start chopping. Like, let's get that popping, like...
What's one thing you want people to leave this interview knowing about you?
That I'm awkward as shit in interviews. Like I told you, I'm bad at freestyling. I'm bad at like coming up with answers off the top of my head.
What do you have coming soon for the people?
2009's coming. I've been saying that for a long ass time, but it's really coming. I've just been trying to like get this shit right. Like we just dropped a song on XXL, and we just trying to build from there, trying to build some momentum up. But it should be out in like, I'm not gonna say a date because
Don't do it.
It's gonna be out. It's gonna be out this year, and I got that popping. I got this side project I've been working on, which is why 2009 didn't come out last year, because I was juggling two jumps and it just got too much, so I had to put that on pause. But now that 2009 is like almost there, I'm about to start working back on the second one. Yeah, so you should be getting 2 projects from me this year.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you for being on Media Monday.
Of course.
These niggas forgot where they came from. Like DC not popping all on us on. How do I nay nay? How do I whip? No, I don't will. I just roll a